Hello friends, welcome back to Daily Talk English. I'm Sonia.
And I'm Jonathan. We are so glad you're tuning in today. Sonia, I was thinking this morning about how stressful it can be to meet new people. Do you ever get those butterflies in your stomach when you have to introduce yourself?
Oh, absolutely. Butterflies in your stomach, that's a great idiom for our listeners. It means feeling nervous. Even though I talk for a living on this podcast, walking into a room full of strangers still makes me a little bit anxious.
It's completely normal. But having the right words ready to go is like having a secret weapon. It makes those butterflies go away. That is why today's topic is so important. Introducing yourself.
We aren't just talking about saying your name. We're talking about how to start a real connection. Because, as the saying goes, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Jonathan, what do you think is the biggest mistake people make when they first meet someone?
I think the biggest mistake is being too robotic. People memorize a sentence like, "My name is Jonathan, and I am a teacher," and they say it very quickly without looking the other person in the eye. It feels like a script rather than a conversation.
I agree. Eye contact is huge in English-speaking cultures. It shows confidence and honesty. And a friendly smile goes a long way. But let's look at the language itself. We have to consider the setting. Are we at a business meeting or a birthday party?
Exactly. Let's start with the formal setting. Imagine I'm at a big office event. I wouldn't walk up to a manager and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm John." That's a bit too casual.
Right. In a professional environment, hello is much better than hi or hey. And it's standard to use your full name. For example, you might say, "Hello, my name is Arya Stark. It's a pleasure to meet you."
And notice that phrase. It's a pleasure to meet you. It sounds very elegant. Another professional option is, "I don't think we've met. I'm Rob Stark." This is a very polite way to break the ice.
Oh, another great idiom. To break the ice means to start a conversation in a social situation. I don't think we've met is such a useful phrase because it's a very gentle way to start. Now let's flip the script. Let's talk about a casual setting. Maybe we are at a friend's house for a barbecue.
In that case, keep it simple. "Hi, I'm Jonathan. I'm a friend of Mike's from college." Adding that little bit of context, how you know the host, is a perfect way to give the other person something to talk about.
That's what I call a hook. If you just say your name, the conversation might die. But if you say, "Hi, I'm Sonia. I live just down the street," the other person can say, "Oh, really? How do you like the neighborhood?"
It's all about giving the other person a bridge to cross. I often like to mention a hobby. I might say, "I'm Jonathan. I'm a bit of a coffee addict, so you'll usually find me near the espresso machine."
That's a great one. It's funny and relatable. Now, Jonathan, what happens after the names are exchanged? Sometimes there is that awkward silence.
Ugh, the awkward silence is the worst. This is where small talk comes in. You can ask a question about the environment. If you're at a party, you can ask, "So, how do you know the host?" Or, "Have you tried the food? It looks amazing."
Or if you are at a work event, you could ask, "What brings you to this conference?" Or, "How long have you been with your company?" These are open-ended questions. They require more than just a yes or no answer.
That is a pro tip for English learners. Avoid yes or no questions if you want to keep the conversation flowing. Instead of asking, "Do you like your job?" try asking, "What is your favorite part of your job?"
I also want to touch on a common pronunciation and grammar point. I often hear students say, "I am coming from Brazil." While we understand you, it sounds a little strange. Usually we just say, "I am from Brazil" or "I come from Brazil."
That's true. "I'm coming from" sounds like you are currently on a bus or a plane traveling right now. Another one is, "I am having 30 years. In English, we use the verb to be for age. "I am 30 years old," or just "I'm 30.
Good catch. Now, Jonathan, what if you meet someone and you totally forget their name 2 minutes later? It's so embarrassing.
Oh, it happens to the best of us. The key is to be honest but polite. Don't wait until the end of the conversation. Just say, "I'm so sorry, I'm terrible with names. Could you please tell me yours again?"
Most people won't mind at all because they've probably forgotten yours too. Another polite way to handle it is to say, "I didn't quite catch your name. How do you spell it?"
That's clever, especially if they have a name that is new to you. It shows you're interested in getting it right.
Before we finish, let's talk about the exit. How do you leave a conversation politely? You don't want to just walk away while they are talking.
No, that would be very rude. A great way to end is to say, "It was really nice chatting with you, Sonia. I think I'm going to go grab a drink." Or, "I see a friend I need to say hello to, but I hope to see you later."
Or the classic, "It was great meeting you. Do you have a LinkedIn or an Instagram? I'd love to stay in touch." It's a very natural way to close the loop.
Well, Sonia, I think we've given our listeners a lot of tools for their next introduction. Remember, confidence, a smile, and a few hooks to keep the conversation moving.
Exactly. Don't worry about being perfect. People appreciate the effort.
Thank you for joining us today on Daily Talk English. We love being part of your English journey.
I'm Sonia.
And I'm Jonathan.
Keep practicing and we will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye.